you've just seen history being made.
I loved this as much as you possibly could in motorsport. I'm in Portimão, here in Portugal, in the south of Portugal, to celebrate the Rotax Grand Finals 2022, and it's a special one because exactly 10 years ago, I came here in 2012 with a big dream at my first Rotax Grand Finals to become a professional racing driver, and this dream came true.
Bernie Habsburg there, and his teammates are going to win Le Mans. The title for Robin Frijns, Bernie Habsburg and Charles Milesi.
Visiting the Grand Finals at the end of my season is obviously fun for me. I get to see some old faces and friends that I used to race with or against. But I also hope that it's somewhat inspirational for the kids that are racing out there this week trying to win the Grand Finals. Partially because they might see someone that tried to be a racing driver exactly 10 years ago, chasing the same dream, making the same mistakes, trying to win every single race just like they are. And they might see somebody that never stopped smiling, never stopped having fun, and just never gave up. And that dream then in the end came true. So hopefully me walking around, making jokes, saying hello, having some fun will give them that extra boost that they might need just to fulfill that dream just like I got to. The Grand Finals is a very special event for any young kid coming up the ranks in go-karts. It's just one race, one Grand Final. You've got a bunch of heats here, but it's one weekend where you have the opportunity to race against every other kid who's won a national championship in a Rotax go-kart around the whole world. And every single country is represented here. You can race against all different types of skill sets, but you're all in about the same age group. And if you win the final on Saturday, you are a Grand Finals world champion, which is huge for your resume as a racing driver. Just outside the paddock right now, I wanted to show you guys how it is set up and how the Grand Finals is built from the ground up. They've got these two huge tents, of which houses all of the materials, drivers and mechanics in between sessions when they're not on track. That whole ecosystem is there to galvanize as much ability and pressure and fun as possible all into one house. In the end, you're still a young kid when you're dreaming of going into becoming a racing driver, and this is kind of the perfect place to put them all together, mix it up between friendship and rivalry. And that's what I learned here as well, is how to have fun but also perform once you leave the tent onto the track. Let's go take a look. Christopher is doing an incredible job. You're also doing everything you can. We appreciate everything. We hope to see a Lebanese guy in racing classes.
We all hope so, and definitely with the results he's achieving, with the talent that he has, and the results that are coming, I hope we can all push to make him, the first Lebanese or Arab also to reach that level. So fingers crossed.
Du bist ja zu mir gekommen mit 12, 13, weiß ich nicht mehr, und hast gesagt, ich möchte Rennen fahren, wie machen wir das? Und ich habe gesagt, da müssen wir mit deinen Eltern reden und so weiter. Und du hast jede Hürde, die es da gab, genommen, geschlafen bei der Nanny, geschlafen bei einem Freund, geschlafen bei mir. Und sie ist ähnlich, weil sie ist von Bulgarien zu ihrer Tante gezogen. Ja. Nur um quasi mit mir zu trainieren. Ja, genau. Aber das macht Spaß, und weißt du, man merkt bei jedem Training, es gefällt ihr. Ja, bei den vielen ist es, warum müssen wir das machen, was macht das für einen Sinn und so weiter. Sie hinterfragt das nicht, sie setzt das um. Und schauen wir mal, wo wir in 1-2 Jahren sehen, weil ich denke, dass wir viel Spaß haben werden.
I don't want to avoid the purpose of this video and this trip, which is to kind of be with the kids and try to maybe inspire them a little bit and participate in their path as they try to become racing drivers. Because I had people that were in the middle of their career. People like Alexander Wurz, for example, he was the one that kind of put me in the path of getting into cars. And some of the kids that we spoke to, especially like Yvonne and Christopher, they are prime time examples of kids that are in that path. And that's the main purpose of the video and my trip here, which is to be with them and Rotax and see what they're innovating to help them. But there is a selfish aspect to this trip, which is just that I love this as much as you possibly could in motorsport. I think it's the purest form of it. You're just racing, and there's no political nonsense that you get later in your career. It's just about getting in the car and driving. You do a lot of it. You're doing so many races back to back, and I remember driving and training. I was on the track 4 or 5 days a week, every single week when I was training in go-karts, because I loved just being alone, closing the visor and just doing laps, making mistakes, getting taken out, winning races, doing perfect overtakes. Every element of it I genuinely loved, and that's why I struggle to resonate with some of the drivers that come here and are just negative, because I don't understand why you're coming then. It was so easy for me to love it, and I think that that's the part of me that I would love to pass on to the kids here, because that's how I ended up soaking in more information and becoming a better driver, remembering all of the moments and enjoying. And I really hate myself for not making enough time this year to train and actually come here and participate and just be here as a spectator, but maybe this is the inspirational push I needed to get my butt cheeks back in the go-kart and get back to why I started racing, get back to the thing that inspired me to become the racing driver I am today, and the thing that gave me a purpose for more than half of my life so far. Just going out there, enjoying and doing what I'm doing best now. Someone once told me if you write your dream down on a piece of paper, it's more likely to come true. And this is that piece of paper that I've been carrying with me for many years. And bringing it here, or having it in my wallet as I came here, I thought it was perfect for this video to show just how much this means to me. My heart's beating, I love it.
That's the emotion you want. That's what it means to these young drivers. Just see history being made.
Highlight of the week so far, it must have been the Minimax race where Christopher Fugali, the son of Abdur, became the first Lebanese world champion in karting. When I hugged Abdur after the race, I was just overwhelmed with emotion of just how proud you can be of achieving something at this level and enjoying your time at the grand finals. It's such a special event, so thanks a lot to Rotax for taking me out here and letting me share this experience with you guys. And to finish that off, I would like to ask you guys all, please subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it. I had an amazing time out here. I really can't wait to get back in a go-kart or even race here at the grand finals. Cheers.